We've been wanting to do this video for about 2 weeks now, but I got sick, you got sick. It was a nasty virus that went through our house and we feel better now. So we received so many wonderful questions from all of you. Thank you so much to everyone that sent in a question. And so I thought it would be fun to just read out some questions.
Yeah, do a Q&A.
And I want you to answer first because I want you to answer honestly and I don't want you to be influenced by my answers.
I want to answer as an 11-year-old.
That's right, and I will answer as a 24-year-old. This is from mmcloud_00. Will Miss Monkey be doing more music in the future?
Definitely. I will definitely be doing more music in the future because I think that music lifts me up so much. Music has been such a big part of my life, and I really enjoyed it in the making of Sound and Color and putting smiles on people's faces and seeing how many people listen to the song. I will definitely be doing more music in the future. I love it. I love it.
Does it make you happy?
It makes me so happy.
How did you and Papa B meet? We met at a salsa club downtown. I was there with the company I was working with, and he was there with some friends, and he asked me to dance. We danced the entire night. He gave me his telephone number, and the next day I called him, and the rest is history. And so we met salsa clubbing, el club de salsa.
They met in 1846.
Niña, how old do you think we are?
Next question.
This question is from
Claire JCO. Who is your favorite Stranger Things character? My favorite Stranger Things character is 11, of course.
Woo!
Because she's so powerful and special that I know people will probably say Mike Wheeler. I love all those characters, but 11 plays such a big role, and she's the one who finds Will. Without 11, I don't know what the show would be. How would they find Will? Spoiler alert, sorry I said that after, but 11 is so powerful and strong that she's beyond girl power, beyond everything, and I love her so much. She's such an inspiration.
I agree. I like 11 because she's fearless. She is relentless in being there for her friends, in being there for herself. I think she is an incredible role model. I just love her girl power. The next question is from Kanika. How do you help your kids find and pursue their passions without being overbearing? Example, helicopter parent. I think it's very age appropriate. And so when the kids were younger, when they were on a playground and they were 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old, obviously, I was very much a helicopter parent because they were learning about the world around them. And so they didn't know how to resolve conflicts with other children in the playground. I hear people saying, well, they'll figure it out on their own. No, they're not going to figure it out on their own because they don't know how to have a conversation with someone in a polite fashion that is rational. We have to teach them how to do that. Definitely between ages 0 to 10, it's important for us to be there and to lead them to different passions. And so they might have an interest in baseball, and then from baseball they'll have an interest in guitar, and then they'll leave that and start something else. It's important to find a healthy balance based on the age of the child. What made you want to become a YouTuber? P.S. Love you guys.
In the first place, we'd had no intention to become YouTubers. It all just snowballed from Vine. As you all know, we were on Vine before YouTube.
Yeah, we never meant to become YouTubers. We never meant to become Viners.
Yeah.
And so we made the transition from Vine to YouTube before the demise of Vine. And it's been great ever since. It's a fantastic community of people watching our videos. There's a combination of making you laugh, sharing some of our wisdom with you. And you guys have been so receptive and loving towards us. And so we're so grateful. And YouTube is a great platform. They are fantastic people that we work together with, and they give us amazing opportunities like participating in World Refugee Day. We love the fact that they consider us for all these incredible opportunities to not only entertain, but to create and use our voice for good.
So Love and Pin 610 says, what was the process of creating Sound and Color like for you and the rest of the family? It was very beautifully done, by the way. Thank you so much. I kind of asked Papa and I said, you know what, I really want to make a song, and Papa was fully so supportive.
You should also mention the producer of the song.
Yeah.
His name was
Matthew Treba, and the woman along with the lyrics who wrote the lyrics, her name is Katie Stump. So big shout out to those guys. I'm glad that that was my first song because in my heart, I know that that was a hit.
Oh, we didn't want to put too much pressure on Gabby to sing her first song. It's very important for us that the kids have a childhood. And so their mental health is very important to us. Their academics, and so being in school, getting their education. And so we are trying to get them to expand and to grow, but still have a healthy childhood where they can be kids and they have time to play and they have full commitment towards their education and just being happy. Lizzie Lime asks, how do you share your religion with your kids so that it is theirs and not just something you believe, like it is personal for them? So all I can do as a parent, Lizzie, is to share what I believe with my children, but ultimately the choice will be theirs when they become of age to make their own decisions, which we are already encouraging in them to make their own decisions. But all I can do as a mother and as a parent is to be a good role model and to live my truth. And in doing so, it's trying to lead them to believing in something greater than themselves. And so whether it's religion, whether it's spirituality, whether you believe in God, whether it's the universe, whatever it is, it's believing in something that is greater, that is more powerful. I believe that one of the most beautiful things we can do also as parents is to instill faith in our children, to believe that there is a greater good for all of us here on this planet, that we have been put here for a reason. And so just to live your life with love and kindness and to your fellow neighbor. Taj Vinth asks,
would you guys ever do a tour around the world?
What do you think? Would you ever want to do a tour around the world?
Around the world? Heck yeah. Doing a tour around the world would be so cool, because not only would it be cool to just go around the world, is that we can go to everybody who watches our videos because it's worldwide. And I think it would be so cool to go to everywhere.
We would love to travel around the world, actually. That's one of our favorite things to do as a family, is to travel, to see the world, to experience the world. I think there is so much more learning that can happen outside of a classroom, actually. When I went to Jordan, I learned so much. When I was in Bangladesh, in India, in Poland, there was so much I learned about the culture and people, and it just reaffirms my faith in humanity, that there are so many good people around the world and that really we're all the same. We just speak different languages, we might look a little different, but really our hearts are the same. If you were stranded and could take 3 things with you, what would they be?
One would be my phone, because you can't live without your phone. Well, just fruit snacks.
Okay. That's really weird. Okay.
I would take my love stone, which is in my room.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because that really means a lot to me. When she went to India, she gave me this heart stone that when you put it to your chest and you think about that person, you don't miss them anymore and you feel them with you.
This was something that I gave to Gabby when I was leaving for India so that she wouldn't miss me, because when I travel sometimes it's a little hard on her not having her mama here. And so what I said to her was, every night when she goes to bed, to hold this love stone next to her heart. My heart will be beating with hers, and that I am always with her, even if I'm not here with her physically, that I am always with her and that she can always feel my love. All she has to do is close her eyes. Thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you more.
3 things if I was stranded: books, music,
I forgot my
pizza. Mama B, I adore your family so much. I'd like to know how to always keep love in the house. And also, how do you educate your children to always be positive? Thanks. Love from Malaysia. Love is always in the house. That is a constant, that you always know that there is unconditional love in the house. We may not always like what you do, but we will always love you, irregardless of different situations that come up. Now, yes, you're going to have disagreements with people that you live with. It's only natural. You're different. You have different ideas. My children, they've been raised the same, and yet they are completely different people. And
so cool to think about.
Yeah.
How we were raised the same way, but we turned out so different.
So I think for us, the answer is we make ourselves happy individually. I'm passionate about reading, and so I feed those things to myself. You're passionate about playing your ukulele, and about singing, and about reading and sleeping, and so you do those things for yourself, and Papa does the things that he loves for himself. Our son does what he loves for himself, and then we come together and we feed each other with love and positivity.
Then we do things together.
Yes, and we talk a lot.
Yeah.
And so when difficulties do arise in our home, and they do a lot, misunderstandings, there's a lot of misunderstandings that could be easily solved if you just sit down and talk about things. And a lot of times we make assumptions and we are totally wrong. We make these stories in our heads and it's not really true. And if we speak to the other person that we love and we care for, and we get to the bottom of things, we'll realize sometimes that we are arguing over the silliest things that can be so easy to resolve.
Yeah.
If you just sit down and you're open and honest and you are ready to bring out the best in each other. How do you educate your children to always be positive? I think it's impossible to always be positive. I have my days and my weeks where I'm not positive, where I hear about stuff happening in the world and it kind of dims my light a little bit. I think that one of the best things that we can do is have gratitude. What do we teach you to do in the mornings when you wake up?
To hug your family and to thank the universe and to thank God and to think about you're alive. You woke up this morning. You're gonna have a day. You're not gonna have a good day. You may have a bad day, but you're gonna have a day.
Mm-hmm. And does it matter what happened yesterday or last week? Are we gonna stress out about something that we did or something that we said or a mistake that was made? Are we gonna carry that with us as a burden, and are we gonna let that hold us down?
It's gonna be a new day. The past is the past, and you gotta let that go. You gotta keep moving forward.
What was that last part you said? You gotta let it go.
Let it.
Sarah Bishop, 24. Who is your biggest inspiration and why? I think for me, my greatest inspiration is Oprah Winfrey. I have looked up to her since I was a child. What I remember about her show, it's like she taught us how to be human. And so she would tell stories about people and their healing process. And we would cry together and we would laugh together. Oprah would take you on a journey of the human spirit. And so she would really teach you how to connect to your heart and to be vulnerable and to be open and to share your life with people so that they can learn from your experiences. So Oprah was not only a teacher, but a mother to me too. A lot of talk shows on television in 1994, imagine 1994. They were trashy, they had like tabloid topics.
What does that mean?
So it kind of means like, imagine the people who are famous for doing really weird things and for just making people talk versus people who are famous because they actually add value to the world. She could have followed what those other people were doing in talking about trashy things, but it's not really valuable. It's not really teaching you anything. Mm-hmm. But people for some reason tend to go that way instead of the way of integrity and doing things organically and with ethics and morals and values. And Oprah also believed in serving the world. And so one of her key messages on her last show was, how can you use your gifts to serve the world? Because we are all here for a greater purpose, and that is to serve each other. And when we start to work together, can you imagine what our world will look like? And so that's why I adore Oprah Winfrey. Why don't you want to tell us your real names? We didn't do this to be famous. We didn't do this to have our names around the world. We really just wanted to spread positivity into the world. And so that was the goal. When it started, it was really important for me as a mom of 2 young children to be anonymous so that we can still have a normal family life and the kids can go to school and just be normal kids. Now for you, it was important for you when your song came out to share what your name was.
I really wanted to put out my name because now I'm older, I don't want to be known as Miss Monkey or Miss B. I like being known as Gabriella or Gabby.
That was entirely your decision and we supported you with that.
Yeah.
Because we want you to feel comfortable, we want you to be happy and secure, and like I said, your mental health means everything to us, and so every step of the way we want you to know that you have a say in the process.
Thank you so much for being with us on this Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesdays.
Yes, Wisdom Wednesdays with Mama B and guest star Gabby.
I think you're the star.
No, I'm guest star.
I'm the sidekick.
No, and then you're the host.
So we're gonna do more of these. Send us in your questions. Please comment down below your question. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us. Thank you for the love that you give us. Thank you for the love that you give the kids. We hope you have a great rest of your week. And
treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Books, music, and pizza.
And Welch's fruit snacks.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the icon on the left and a little thingy will pop up and you get to subscribe. If you already have subscribed, please forget everything that I have just said.
What's that voice?
It's my radio voice. Bye.